your 19 First Alert forecast.
And good afternoon, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. As you can see, I'm joined by First Alert meteorologist Andy Chillian. And Andy, it's good to have you with us. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you, Dan?
Hey, starting off the new year with some more milder temperatures, I think we can all say that this is a welcome sight.
Yeah, it really is. After certainly a very cold stretch of weather that we had there, we're finally above freezing the first time in a week. If you recall, we had those 50, 60 mile per hour gusts a week ago. We went from 64 to 19 in a 12-hour period, and now at least we're looking above freezing. So a lot of that snow is going to continue to melt for us. It's already sort of been compacting and almost just sublimating, which is going right from solid to gas because it really hasn't had a lot of moisture within it. It's been very powdery and flaky. But temperatures right now, as you can see, are currently well above freezing. We're talking upper 30s, lower 40s out there, even mid 40s in New Philadelphia. Basically, the more snow you have on the ground, it's going to take longer to get rid of it. But that's going to be a process that we'll be going throughout this week as we have these milder temperatures, above freezing temperatures expected for several days, and we also have the opportunity for some rain. The rest of today, we're going to stay quiet out there as we do head through tomorrow morning. We'll start the day dry by about 9, 10 a.m. You can see some rain showers approaching there from the west, and we'll have those showers as we head throughout the day tomorrow. Not a real heavy rain and nothing that's too hazardous, if you want to call it that, but either way, it's going to be damp out there with rain. It's just rain for that. And then notice as we head into your Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, this rain can end up mixing with, if maybe ending off as a bit of brief snow, but notice temperatures staying above freezing, so I don't really expect much in the way of accumulation there. And then by Wednesday, we'll stay dry and just a cloudy, dull day, but temperatures still well above freezing for the afternoon. So your evening planner as we head over the next few hours through midnight, going to keep it steady in the mid-30s, generally cloudy as those clouds will be increasing after we've seen the sunshine today, something else we haven't seen recently, and we'll see those winds out of the south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. But I'll talk about how long this thaw is going to last and when some snow chances and cold may return coming up here in just a bit.
Yeah, Andy, I love to use the analogy, and I've learned this from years of watching our expert meteorologists. When we get cloud cover, you have to think about it in the winter. That's like a blanket that's keeping in some of our warm-ish temperatures. So the fact that we're only looking at 34 degrees at midnight, that's what helps keep our temperatures sort of stable, I guess. We're going to take that 60-second break, and we'll get to the rest of the week ahead. And welcome back to our First Alert broadcast forecast, I guess I should say, looking live, a couple of different views of downtown as well as 480 in the Independence area. Again, welcome back in to Andy Chillian. Andy, I love the fact that I'm looking at the 7-day and none of them are glowing red, which tells me there's no First Alert weather days on our calendar. That's a good thing.
Yeah, so far it's been quiet, and of course we'll watch closer. If there is a first alert day, we'll of course give you the first alert to anything. But tomorrow's rain is nothing severe, just your basic rain. No wintry weather. Temperatures in the 40s. As we head into Wednesday, just a quiet day. Notice we do put brief AM mix, but with temperatures starting above freezing, you see that 37 Wednesday morning, so that's not really going to be sticking with any of the mix. And then we talk about even warmer air, 50s Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now Friday into Saturday it will get more active in the sense we're going to have some showers. It'll turn windy as well. There'll be another low pressure system moving through. I don't expect it to be as windy as where we were last week, but anytime you get these lows moving nearby, you can get some stronger winds with that. And then of course we'll turn colder again. Not as dramatic. It's a drop by about 20 degrees from Saturday into Sunday. I will say the weekend forecast, it all depends on a warm front that's going to be moving through. This will be our third in only the past couple weeks. If you call whoever was here on Christmas, we couldn't quite get that front moving through, so I know we were talking about warmer air on Christmas Day. We couldn't get it. Then last week we did get that warm front, that Sunday into Monday period where we got into the 60s for a brief time. It does look like the front will lift far enough north to at least give us the 50s, and if we can get that moving even further north, we could be near 60 for some areas, especially south of the Lakeshore Friday and Saturday. But eventually all things will catch back up to us next week, starting on a much more seasonable note with snow showers possible on Sunday, and then right now a week from today on Monday looks to just be kind of cloudy, dull out there with temperatures not too bad though, not real cold, just back where they should be in mid-January, which is highs in the mid-30s.
Andy, you may not have been here, but this winter is starting to remind me of about 3 or 4 winters ago where we really got smacked hard in November and December, and then that was about it, and everybody was sort of waiting for that other shoe to fall. Now, I know it's way too early. We're in early January, but when you have weeks like this, you know, maybe we paid our price. Maybe we went through that rough November, December to get to maybe a second half mild winter.
Yeah, and it can be tough sometimes too. I mean, you know, winter likes to balance itself out. Last year, I feel like was an anomaly. If you can remember, it was real cold. December was okay. It was real cold in January and even February. That was our coldest winter in 10 years. So, you know, it shows that. And then we also have this recency bias. Before then, we had these winters that just really mild, and we didn't get much of any snow. Last year, of course, wasn't a real snowy winter. It's just the snow we got stuck around for so long because it was so cold. So I'd say this winter we're trying to balance some things out. Yeah, we've had a real rough start. It was very cold in December. We've had these cold weeks, but now we're getting these above normal weeks as well. So maybe things put in the balance for sure. But you never know. I mean, around here, winter doesn't end till like, what, May or June, right? We still can get some of those cold days in March and April. So we're still plenty of time to go before we decide how harsh this one is going to be.
Yeah, winter ends about 2 weeks into the Guardian season.
Exactly,
That's about when it ends. 19 First Alert meteorologist Andy Chilian. We'll see you at 3 o'clock.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take care. We do start 3.5 hours of news and First Alert weather at 3 o'clock on Channel 19. Boy, it's been a big news day for the Cleveland Browns, firing head coach Kevin Stefanski, but the GM, Andrew Berry, gets to stay and gets to hire the next new head coach, or at least spearhead that search. We're going to have the very latest on that, as you can imagine, a lot of different angles. How do the fans feel? How do you feel at home? And what should happen going forward? Who are the candidates leading perhaps the board for the next head coaching job, and do any of them want the job? That's maybe even a bigger question. We'll tackle all of that starting at 3 o'clock with 19 First Alert news and weather on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.